Well, my worst day on one of many bad days on the foreign desk was when there was a huge hurricane disaster in New Orleans. And I came in on a Sunday, and I always hated doing Sundays because I had to do the whole thing on my own. And in those days, there were a lot of pages to fill. So it was never going to be easy. And I was usually had a splitting headache even before I arrived, which was made worse on this particular Sunday because the editor, Simon Kelner, was there looking in a particularly kind of grim mood. And he comes straight up to me and says, who have you got in New Orleans? Because there's a hurricane there. And I didn't even know there was like anything going on in New Orleans. So, and of course, I didn't dare to say that because of budget cuts, we didn't have anyone within like 1,000 miles of New Orleans. So I just said, I'll get on the case, Simon. And he stomped off. And then I thought, okay, maybe we just bury the story in like 700 words somewhere towards the back of the front pages. But about half an hour later, I hear heavy footsteps behind me and the floorboards creaking, and it's Calner standing there. And I want a 2-page spread on this, by the way. Have you found anyone? No, I haven't found anyone yet, Simon, but I'm still on the case, so I'll get right back to you. And I'm thinking, well, now what the hell do I do? So, of course, option one, call the American desk. No, there's no one anywhere near New Orleans, and there's not going to be anyone within about 48 hours anywhere near New Orleans, so not to expect any help from that direction. So not totally desperate, I think, okay, I will now be proactive as a foreign desk editor and call the city of New Orleans. So I found out there's a paper called the Picayune Times or something, and I called them, and no, they do not have anyone who wants to write for The Independent, and in fact, they don't really want to talk to me because the building is about to close because they're all being evacuated. So that one is wrapped up in about 5 seconds, and I'm thinking, oh my God, what the hell am I going to say when Calner comes over for a third time and says, who have you got in New Orleans? And I still have my empty 2-page spread. So I'm at that point thinking, okay, maybe what can I do now? So maybe write the whole story myself, pretend I'm right there on the levees, observing the whole thing. No, I forget that one immediately. I don't have the energy, besides the fact that it's totally unethical. And I just didn't think I had the inventive powers actually to cover 2 pages in complete fantasy about what's going on in New Orleans. So no, that's no good. So then I think, okay, I'm not going to do that. So maybe I should just go into the gents' toilet and kill myself. That's one way of it. And then I'm thinking, is there anything apart from that possibility? Either kill myself or write the story. I did actually seriously consider feigning a heart attack because I thought, okay, that way I leave in an ambulance and get out of this. And I'm just wondering what the hell I'm going to do. And it's now about 2:30, and I'm really starting to sweat. And then the phone rings, and it's Phil Thornton, who is someone who works on the business desk, who though says in a very apologetic voice, "Oh, hi, Marcus. I'm really sorry to bother you. It's Phil Thornton here. I'm on my honeymoon. I'm in New Orleans of all places. I just wondered whether you wanted a story." So I was like, do I want a story? Oh my God. It was just a most incredible coincidence. I mean, I really did think there is a God, and this God cares about the Independent's foreign news coverage. It was just incredible. So I was able, I had about a 15-minute window opportunity then to get into the opening conference. What have you got in New Orleans? Oh, I've got it all sorted, don't worry. Phil Thornton's going to do the story. Remember him? It's on business. Oh, okay. Phew, I live another day.